Hello, my name is Marcus Gans, and I'm making this video for people who are taking over me as scheduler. And if they're interested in using this software that I was using, this will give you a good idea of how to use it. I've enjoyed using this software very much. And purpose of today's video is to show you how to create to seed a single elimination tournament based on the results of an existing schedule. Okay, here we're looking at the result of this schedule. Here we have the Historians, the Voracious, the Predators, and the Kickers, Kings. All have advanced to the subsequent round of playoffs, which comprise of a single elimination tournament. And we're going to append a new schedule to this existing project by clicking this button here. Create and append a new schedule. Okay. And we've created a new schedule. If we wanted to create a new project, we'd actually click this button here. Create a new Splendid City project. Okay. But we want everything in the same file because we want conflicts to be tracked, and we want it all contained within the same project file. Okay, so this is the games that have already been played. We're going to open up, and what we see is the Object Wizard. For this Untitled 2 schedule, the Object Wizard contains all of the scheduled data for this schedule with the locations, teams, plugins, times, dates, and officials. Okay, so in this start panel, we're going to specify the name of the schedule, which will be U14 Playoffs, and we're going to specify it as a single round robin. Okay, now this option also includes the option to include a third place consolation game, which we're not going to do. Okay. So next we want to add some teams. Clicking the Teams tab. And presenting this tab, we have a couple of options of appending teams. The first option we have is from over here in the object pool. We have all our teams already loaded in the object pool, and they're all listed right here. And we can go ahead and drag them over into the teams panel to populate those teams, or we could also use this player pool button right here, team pool button, that will allow us to double click. I prefer double clicking myself, so I use this method. Okay, so now our teams are populated, and in addition to our teams, we have our locations that are populated as well, because these are locations that were previously associated with these teams, so they automatically get loaded into the schedule. So now that we have our teams and locations loaded, let's try adding some dates. Now, if you notice here, this field here is grayed out. And the reason for that is it's grayed out is because we have chosen from the start panel to use a single elimination tournament. And so that is not going to be editable here, because that's a fixed number of games that have to happen with 5 teams in order to be a successful tournament. So if we were to choose any other schedule type, like a round robin or Swiss round tournament, that field would be editable, and we could put in a variable number of games in that field. Okay, so let's move on and add a couple dates. Our teams usually like to play on Sunday and Saturday. All right, whoops. You hit the control key to double click multiple entries, and there we go. And you'll see here our number of games has been automatically populated for us. And the reason that we have that is because this box here has been checked. Distribute games evenly over dates. That is, if we wanted to edit these fields here, then we'd have to uncheck this box. We can edit these fields here by double clicking on them, and then we could edit them. Okay, we're not going to do that now because for us 2 games a day is fine. Now we're going to edit the times. Takes about 1 hour for us to complete a game. And whoops, what happened there? Okay, here we go. Now we don't have any plugins yet, and we're going to go ahead and build a schedule. And here we are. We were presented with this nice looking interface, and looks like we can drag some games around if we want to. But if you look closely, something's not quite right with this schedule. And it's hard to tell in this view, so we're going to go up here to the Tools menu, and we're going to select View, Update, Tournament Brackets. Okay, you see that? View, Update, Tournament Brackets. Okay, we're going to select that choice. And there we have some tournament brackets. Okay, there's our brackets. Alright, now, I think you can see there's a problem right here with this game. Historians and Voracious, weren't they the winners? So they shouldn't be seeded in the first round of the tournament. They should be in subsequent rounds. They should be seeded in maybe perhaps the second round here. And these teams, the Kings and the Kickers, who are 4th and 5th place, they should be playing the first round. Okay, so what are we going to do about that? Well, we could click this link. Alright, it's going to give us this game properties panel up here. Or, but that's really not going to do it for us because, you know, if we change these names now, it's not going to take into consideration any of the other issues that we have with this schedule. And those issues include constraint issues that the Kickers have. The Kickers have a constraint on Saturday. They are not eligible to play anytime before 1 o'clock. So that is going to present a problem. If we change the game after the schedule is already built, then it's not going to account for that discrepancy that we need to track. So what are we going to do? Well, the solution comes when we use this utility right here, this swap utility. Okay, and we're going to need to infuse an adjustment in the schedule build process. So let's name this schedule U14 single elimination tournament seeding. Okay, and we're going to swap some game objects. So we need to add modifications. 3 modifications from game index 1, game index 2, and game index 3. So we got these game indexes from here. Game index 1, game index 2, and game index 3. That's where we got those from. Okay, so let's see. We need to say we're going to swap the Kickers with the Historians here, and we're also going to swap the Kings with the Voracious in the second game. All right. Now again, we could hit this execute button down here, but that's really not going to help us very much because that's adjusting the schedule after the fact, and the constraint that the Kickers have is not going to be accommodated for. So we need to save the script to a plugin as a plugin. So here we have plugins. We're going to name this U14 plugin. U14 plugin script. Alright, and we save it to that location. Now we're pretty much done with that panel. So we go back up to the Tools menu or the Edit menu here, and we're going to select Show U14 Object Wizard. Okay, there we go. There's the object wizard, plugins panel, and we're going to choose our U14 plugin script, and there it is, U14 plugin script. Okay, and going to rebuild our tournament schedule, and there we have it. Everything seems to be in the right place. Let's look at the bracket. Yeah, everything has been seated appropriately, and if you look here, if you look at this, the kickers, they are set to start at 1 p.m. And the cool thing is that if you look at game 2 here, they're not even set. We don't even know if they're going to advance or not, but the game has taken into consideration the fact that they might, and has scheduled the second game at 2 p.m. And that basically concludes this tutorial.